So the first thing that you need to understand when building a social life, whether or not it's already created or you're just trying to build it, is that to actually attract people, to be desirable, to influence them and win friends, you first need to work on yourself. And I'm telling you this in the most truthful way possible. Without working on yourself, you won't be able to attract anyone, whether a friend, a companion, a partner. You won't be doing any of that if you don't work on yourself first. So, how do you work on yourself in a way that attracts other people? In a way that makes them look at you as an elusive object of desire. How do you do that? I'll tell you what I did, and then I'll show you what to not do, and also what to copy from my example, I guess. What I did is that I studied the piano, and I became decent at playing the piano. And then I did it in public. And then I got like hundreds of admirers. That is that is quite literally the only thing that you need to do to actually attract people. Become good at something that is seen as good. Like, of course, if you like video games, you can become great at video games. But because of the negative stigma that video games have, you probably won't be attracting many people. And especially not a boyfriend or girlfriend. Let me be very clear on that. It needs the thing that you're trying to master in that you're mastering in order to attract people needs to be socially acceptable and kind of praised by the public. So I learned piano. What is the flaw with learning piano? That the flaw with learning piano is that if you want to impress people by playing piano, you need a goddamn piano, right? For example, I went to Dubai, there was a piano, I attracted people. I went to Tunisia, there was a piano, I attracted people. I went to Vienna, there wasn't a piano in the hotel, I didn't do anything. Which, as I will talk about this more in a couple of minutes, but you shouldn't be depending on your one skill because once that skill is not available, you won't be attracting anyone. But this is just kind of a way to start in order to attract more people. Become really good at a skill that is praised by the public, one, and two, that is pretty accessible to do anywhere. Like, for example, dancing is a better skill to learn than piano, in my opinion, because you can do it anywhere. You won't have a piano anywhere, but you can always bust down and boogie down on the dance floor. You can always do that, which is why dancing is such a good skill to learn. For example, dancing. Maybe it's not dancing. Maybe it's writing poetry, which is, in my opinion, the absolute best thing that you can do because it is just so accessible. All you need is a creative mind, a piece of paper, and a pen. And you can write poetry, read it aloud, and get a fuck ton of attention and respect. Actually, not attention. Respect. You want it respect. The attention itself is not currency in social interaction. It is the respect that will get you the most things, in my opinion. Without respect, you might as well not be. That is why you want a socially acceptable skill. Because if you play video games, you wouldn't be getting much respect, and you wouldn't be attracting many people. Respect is the thing that you need with this. So, choose something that you can do in public, anywhere, but become really good at it and make sure that you enjoy doing it. In my opinion, the only way to become good at something is enjoying the process of training the skill that you are developing or learning what you are learning, right? So yeah, poetry, dancing are really recommendable. But if you want to like study music or I don't know, violin, piano, music in general, you can also do that because it is very impressive. I tell this because I felt it on my own skin. Okay, so how do you develop more things besides the thing that attracts people initially? Well, I talked about this in previous videos, but you get your ass down to a bookstore. You look at the self-help section, and you get How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And you read all of the principles in here every single morning, some of the principles every single morning, and you try your best to apply them. This is the best piece of advice that I could give you if you want to make more friends and get better at social interaction. Just buy this book, look at the contents section, read about what you want to read, maybe even go at the in a nutshell sections when he breaks down all of the principles, and just apply, because what Dale Carnegie did like almost a century ago is completely timeless when it comes to human nature. Just buy this book, invest time in it, while also developing a really socially acceptable skill that will earn respect and that you can do anywhere. And this is pretty much all you need to like master social interaction and human nature. So, I'll give you a little guide of this book because it's like half of the things, half of what you will actually need to invest time in to get social interaction. In my opinion, this is the single best investment. Buying this book and spending time reading it is the single best like investment that I've done for my social interaction and my ability to talk with friends. So, there are 4 parts of this book. You want to read the fundamental techniques in handling people. If you want to know them just really fast, don't criticize, praise, and also make them want what you want them to do. Those are the 3 fundamental techniques, with praise being the most important one, and also not criticizing being extremely important, and placing an eager want being kind of essential if you really want to climb the ladder. Then kind of cherry pick the other 3 parts, because in all honesty, this is probably the best book of the 20th century in my opinion, but it is still kind of mixed in its contents. But for what good it provides, it is, in my opinion, one of the greatest works that has ever been made, ever been crafted by humans. So, as a recap, find a skill that is socially acceptable and that you can do anywhere to gain respect, and then, for like $10, buy this book, read it, reread it, read it religiously every single morning, and apply the things that you learn. And with these 2 steps, you're like on your way to building an amazing social life that will make you reap, allow you to reap all of the benefits that comes from understanding human nature. Like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.